Hi guys, welcome to story time. As promised, we're going to read a story called Jonah and the Big Fish today, and we are going to dedicate this book to all the religious leaders out there in the world right now that are not only comforting us in this time, but leading us, praying for us, and being there for us. So this is a book dedicated to them, especially to our pastor, Father Eric Ritter, Father Alejandro de Bosque, and our Seminarian Michael Coronado. And the reason why I chose this book is because Jonah was a prophet, and God asked Jonah to do something very important, to go talk and teach the people in Nineveh, and Jonah said yes and did it, just like the religious people in our world that said yes to doing God's work as well. So we'll get started with Jonah and the Big Fish. Most of the time, Jonah was a good man. So one day, God asked Jonah to do a job for him. Go to the city of Nineveh and deliver a message for me. But Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh. Instead, he ran away. Jonah found a boat to take him far away from Nineveh. He hid below deck and fell fast asleep. As he slept, the wind blew and the waves crashed. A storm rocked the boat, and still Jonah slept. The captain of the boat came to wake Jonah. "How can you sleep in this storm?" cried the captain. "Get up and say a prayer." The boat rocked this way and that way. The sailors were all afraid. "Throw the cargo overboard," the captain cried. But it was no use. The storm grew wilder and wilder. "It's my fault," said Jonah. "I didn't do as God asked me." The sailors were shocked and afraid. "God is angry with me," said Jonah. "Throw me overboard and the storm will stop." Now the sailors didn't really want to throw Jonah overboard. They prayed and prayed. But still the storm rocked the boat. Finally, they threw Jonah sploosh into the waves, and the storm stopped. Jonah sank through the water, deeper and deeper, and Jonah began to pray, "I'm sinking down. Don't let me drown." Then he saw a great big fish swim toward him. The fish opened its mouth wide and wider and swallowed him up in one gulp. Gulp! Jonah sat inside the fish's belly. He had plenty of time to think. He had run away from God and was punished. He had prayed to God and was saved. Now Jonah thanked God, and God forgave him. After 3 days, the big fish burped. Jonah shot out of its mouth and landed on a beach. This time, Jonah went to the city of Nineveh to deliver God's message. The people there were wicked. They didn't listen to God either. For 3 days, Jonah walked through the city calling, "Mend your ways in 40 days, or Nineveh will be destroyed." When they heard Jonah's message from God, the people of Nineveh were shocked. Even the king of Nineveh was shocked. They had forgotten that God was watching them. They were very sorry that they had been bad and decided to be good from then on. So God forgave them. Jonah sat on a hill outside Nineveh and waited for the city to be destroyed. But it was very hot, and nothing happened. Jonah became grumpy. And God said to Jonah, "Why are you grumpy? I forgave you because I love you. I forgave the people of Nineveh because I love them." And finally, Jonah understood that God's love was big enough for everyone. The end. So I hope you enjoyed this story about Jonah and the big fish. And don't forget, God loves you. See you tomorrow.